Greetings, questers! We're back with Side Quest. It's Friday night in the Earth Realm, and so we are here doing our little, whatever you want to call this shit show. As usual, there's special attacks, 2 per person per show, if you are so inclined to see your favorite character of this show spend a couple minutes with you and kill the rest of us. So you can do that. All donations through Super Chats and Streamlabs is appreciated as it keeps our treasuries filled week after week so we can continue to entertain you. I am Magog of Morskar, and I am joined by my Friday night co-hosts, Arcturus the Black Compass, the Nameless Thief, Captain of the Unmentionables, and Alistaria, the Vampire Lady.
Aspire. Yes, Arcturus here. Greetings.
I really like the fact that he gave me a fleet, but, not yet. I don't have unmentionables. I just have the one unmentionable. But we could discuss that later.
I'm sorry, I that was a mistake. I assumed your unmentionable had smaller rafts, smaller boats that you could, go ashore with. And I thought that those were part of the entire ensemble.
Well, okay, yes, it does have a raft.
It's like your ship. Your ship is the corset and pantaloons, but the smaller boats are like the garters and stuff.
I kind of understand where you're getting here.
Right. Yeah.
So are you the dominatrix that runs the BDSM ship?
I might just be.
Hey,
is that why you wear a mask?
We're gonna do an entire show without talking about sex and naughty bits and body parts.
We already stopped that. You literally introduced her as like the captain and the naughty whatever.
Well, no, that's the name of my ship.
That's the name of her ship.
Name of your ship, Alistaria.
The name of my ship is the Unmentionable.
The name of her ship is the Unmentionable. You're the one who took it to a sexual place, Alistaria, because you're a crazy dark mistress.
I'm the fucking weird one here. Okay.
Yes, you are.
You are the mistress of the night, and so you took it to a sexy place instantly.
Yeah, no one mentioned anything about sex until you brought up BDSM, and now here we are.
Anyway, I have a package, and also I have a cunning plan for tonight's show.
How cunning is it?
It's rather cunning for me. It's so cunning, it can be considered cunnilingus.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, now we bring up sex again.
You already did.
Every single one of you.
Now it's Magog's fault, Alistaria. You're in the clear for now.
Full of hypocrites, degenerates, liars.
I couldn't help myself. I had to. But yes, I'm going to open this package because I've been waiting to see what's in it. Ooh, a box. It's another box. Box inside of a box.
A box inside of a box?
A box inside of a box. Oh no! Let's see, what is this here?
What is this here?
It's just it's a rape tree face.
I thought it was a mirror and you saw your own face. You're like, oh God. Ooh.
That is horrifying.
It's a rape tree face.
It's got a really big nose.
Yes.
Well, that'll keep the tourists away. The ones who know it's good for them anyway.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to make it into a rape tree.
Why would you do that?
Why would you make
a rape tree face into a rape tree?
Well, they're meant to decorate, but I'm going to cast a spell and turn this thing into a real rape tree.
But why?
Why not? I'm evil.
Well, no, I know, but like, who is it going to be?
Who is it satisfying here, really? Is it the rape tree or is it you?
Like, is this for your own gratification, or is it?
Let me explain this. It's surely because he's running a shop to discourage non-paying customers, also known as thieves. So I can see why you're feeling attacked.
Yes, I often plant rape trees around my shop to catch burglars,
Your butt.
thieves, trespassers.
In case you wanted to take a lovely stroll through the forests.
In case you just get lonely.
For yourself.
We have a super chat and Streamlab already. Also, I did have a question.
Hold on, shut up.
I missed something last time.
Yo, hold on. They're attacking me, Arcturus. They're challenging my anus, and I have to defend my.
It wouldn't be us. It'd be the rape trees. You know.
No. What would be the point of planting something that deters crime that also attacks you? I will use my magic to protect myself.
Because you're a kinky
from
bitch.
Them. It's not true. You're clearly the kinky one. You are clearly the kinky one.
How?
Can the rape trees determine who is a threat versus not a threat versus like just there to have a good time versus there to not have such a good time? I'm just curious. Like, are they smart enough for that?
Well, if you don't come down the path that's meant to be traveled by my customers, you're not wanted here. So, yeah, you better use the right. You better go to the front door. If you try to sneak in my window or out through the back door, my rape tree will get you.
Do not take the path less traveled.
Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for whoever got that for me. I didn't see a note. Let me check again. Hold on. There is a note. Nope, that's a receipt. What about this one? A gift for you. Rape tree from Draco the Dragon. Well, thank you. Thank you, Draco. Yeah.
I hope you understand and appreciate what you have unleashed.
It's rather nice. Look at how angry it is. This is the angry one. This is quite terrifying.
Like, is it the nose that does the ripening?
No, that's just a...
It's just a happy coincidence.
That's just a design choice by the gods. No, it's the branches and the roots, you know.
It seems prickly.
Yeah, well, it started... Rape trees came about when a mage played a prank on a young girl. He turned an entire forest...
Prank.
Yeah, he turned an entire forest of trees, apple trees, and made them come to life. So when the girl was walking down this, like, golden bricked road, they just started pelting her with apples. But then they became sentient and decided to stop throwing apples and instead rape.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Such is the way of magic.
Infinitely corruptible.
I have a staff made of rape wood, and it's really quite reliable, but more importantly, just assures me that the damn thing is dead. Two, that's not what I heard. I thought that was because, like usual demonic infested things, is because some demons actually porked a tree. You know, part of the ever-growing proof that they will screw absolutely anything, even things that don't walk on two legs.
No, Arcturus, my made-up lore about rape trees is far more entertaining.
Fair enough. In any case, is your anus still on the warpath, Magog?
So somebody, Brain Shatterer says, wouldn't they be cherry trees? Cherry Poppin' Trees? That sounds like a band. Can somebody start a band called Cherry Poppin' Trees? It's like the Cherry Poppin' Daddies. Yeah, it's like
the Mary Poppin' Trees. It's Cherry Poppin' Trees.
Wait, there's already a band called Cherry Poppin' Daddies. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Womp womp.
Really original with your ideas here.
Oh, it really is. There's a real band called Cherry Poppin' Daddies. They're like in the Earth realm. They're like the big band era. Like they have like horn sections and drums, and it's got like that. I don't know what era. It's like 1930s.
I have no frame of reference. I've not delved that deeply into earthen lore.
You never had Cherry the Pop. That's why you don't know anything about it.
Are you insinuating what I think you're insinuating?
They had a hit. They
You
had
were
a hit.
born without a cherry to pop. I mean, what's so weird about that?
They had a hit song called.
Do it.
Someone took it.
They had a hit song called Zoot Suit Riot.
Maybe that's like your actual lore. It's like you're actually just like constantly on the hunt for your missing cherry, and that's why you have to disguise yourself.
Did they?
Trying to find the person who took it from you.
Are they ignoring me, Arcturus?
No one cares
I
about
believe they are, yes.
your cherry poppin' daddy's band lore.
I'm trying to
Oh,
teach
God.
our audience about a cool band, and you are talking over me and ignoring me.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause our
we're talking
conversation-
about Thief's missing cherry, okay, and how she's on a deep, like she became a pirate to find the person who took her cherry years ago.
You know what? Arcturus brings up an excellent point. He's got a raping tree staff, and I feel like we should talk about the fact that he's gripping it very hard right now.
Rapewood tree staff, incredibly useful, and it likes to watch.
I bet it's incredibly useful, Arc.
Well, listen.
Yes, it's not for me though. It's what
We've
really
already
drives the ladies wild.
we've already done the thief in search for her cherry jokes. You're late. We all know who stole her cherry, and it was the little man in the boat. We already did that bit.
Yeah, that was an earlier episode this season.
Oh, is it
Sorry.
really?
I think
God
so.
damn it.
Yeah.
We already did the little man in the boat making away with her cherry. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you are late
So
to the party.
it was canon lore. I was just late on it.
Hey,
You
it's
were
funny
late.
they say canon because I'm a pirate ship captain.
It was late, like Thief's period.
Yes.
I'm not pregnant. You're pregnant. I
So
would
who?
never spawn offspring.
I mean, I'm technically dead, so like
Yeah.
somebody got my dead pussy going, I guess.
You're not dead.
Ladies,
You're
ladies,
undead.
you're both dead ends of your legacy.
Okay, I can't give
Beautiful.
birth.
Yes, you can. What are you
Says
talking
who?
about? Says literally everyone. Have you never heard of half vampires? I mean, it happens all the time.
I've never heard of a half.
God
vampire.
damn it! I became a vampire just to avoid getting pregnant. I thought it was like you just dry up down there.
Wait, that's the reason? There are better, less, like,
Yeah, ultimate birth control is to become undead.
is it though?
I guess not.
You could just rip out your uterus and call it a day.
That sounds like you could kill yourself because we live in a medieval fantasy world, not a fucking modern day science world.
Not necessarily. I watched the Witcher documentary. Apparently, it can happen.
Witcher
Destructive
documentary?
Yes. The
It's a
Earthen
Witcher
Realm has-
documentary.
the Earthen Realm, they have this documentary series about like a time before the Earthen Realm, like contemporary as it is right now, where there was a whole bunch of like magic during that time. And so one of the tenets of being magical is that you can't procreate, I guess, because they just rip out your ovaries.
Yeah, that was a thing. In order to stay eternally young and beautiful, somebody in the Witcher documentary had to give up their ability to have younglings.
Exactly. And she was super salty about it after the fact because she's like, but actually, maybe I did want this.
Yeah,
You
well,
know, and that's especially dumb, isn't it? Because you could have popped out a few and then, tossed them out for eternal youth and beauty.
Exactly.
she only wanted children after she met Henry Cavill. And that's a typical response from most women who meet Henry Cavill.
If I met Henry Cavill, I would want children as well. I would change my mind so quickly.
I wouldn't,
like a
but I'd
fucking
probably
bat
consider
symbol.
it briefly.
It's like, pew! Please, fuck my puss hole. Please, it's pulsating, ready to go. Come on. It's pounding down the
Speaking of-
walls.
Wants Henry Cavill to give him
Well-
blood babies.
Asteria, I feel for you, and if you really want to be sure that you don't accidentally produce, I can help. I dabble in medicine myself. We can probably stitch a cork in there.
Gross.
That's not how it works.
So there's such a cork in your mouth hole.
So
Better
anyway,
use for it.
a fascinating fact about the Earth Realm
Actually,
is
you know
that
what? Actually, put stitch a cork in the thief's uterus to give her back her cherry so she can pop it open
That's not how
again,
that
like
works.
popping open champagne.
That's
but
not
it's
how any
popping
of this
over
works.
Her cherry.
that's
That is
not
so
how that
far
works.
off. That's
Didn't fall
Look,
asleep in
I'm
the
the
video.
vampire. I deal with human anatomy a lot more than you guys do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
If you knew anything about human anatomy, you would know that the hymen can actually regenerate itself, you ignorant slut.
Well, obviously, we're manufacturing the hymen again by using a corkscrew instead. And then they just shake you up and then pop you open like a champagne bottle. And then
Hang on,
you lose your virginity, finally.
A corkscrew would have the opposite effect because it would just basically
Yeah, but
perforate the
they have
hymen
to-
once more.
Look, that's what I'm saying. They
Okay.
put it back inside of you as a new hymen. And then when you're ready to lose your virginity, they just shake you up really hard like a champagne bottle. And then it just...
Okay,
And then
if
we'll
that's
all
what you
hear
want,
throughout the kingdoms, oh, the thief finally lost her hymen, lost her virginity finally.
we've got some. I know some chemicals that will cause that. If that's what you want, if you want to pop out a cork and become a terribly disgusting party popper, we can do that too.
Why
I
are we
know
so
chemistry.
focused on my vagina this show? I really don't know why. It's really not as interesting as I make it out to be.
It's not really for the vampire's sake. Hypothetically,
I'm just interested in your lost hymen, this lore, okay? This pure Kino lore is what
Yeah.
I'm interested in.
It appears so. I mean, if you're so interested, we could take this somewhere else after the show.
Or I could shake you off and pop you open like a champagne bottle. It has to go up your butt though.
Oh,
The hymen
shit.
is special. It has to go up another hole though.
Are you flirting with me? I feel
I
like that's
guess.
what this is.
Give you a fucking party enema is what I'll do.
just
And that makes your
Ugh.
pussy tingle, then sure, fine. I mean,
I think we're boring the Lord Magog.
Actually, an interesting fact about the Earth realm is that oral sex is quite popular there, which is contradictory to our world. Because, oral sex in our world is only for incredibly wealthy people who can afford to bathe every day.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
It's
My
like
hygiene
gout.
is excellent.
It's like gout. Gout is like the rich man's disease because they can afford to be fat in order to get it. It's like that. Oral sex here is like gout. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, we have gone and stooped so low.
Yeah.
So quickly. It's
Anyway,
only
very
not
much.
even 20 minutes in.
So much for raiding the bar, eh?
One of these days, we're going to do an entire show of SideQuest without talking about sex, naughty bits, or gross shit.
That'll be the day a pig grows a pair of wings and flies.
Bye.
I can do that with magic. I think I can. I can
Are
figure
you
that
calling
out.
yourself a pig?
No, I can
A
make a
little
pig
bit
fly.
good. He thinks he can. He thinks he
I thought
can.
you were
He
just
thinks
calling
he
yourself a pig that can make yourself fly.
What?
Like
Why would I
men.
do? That's what?
Be so mean and be like, why are you insulting yourself so much? Why are you calling yourself a pig and making yourself fly? Just to prove a point, Magog. You don't need to do that to yourself.
I mean,
Perhaps we should attend to Streamlabs.
I'm lost now. I don't.
This is a wonderful opportunity for a Streamlabs Super
Yeah,
Chat
this
break, I think.
is a clear segue.
I have super chats first.
It flows like poetry.
Bill, Dollar Bill. I'm not saying that name. You changed your name. I'm not doing it. Bill, sorry. 2 Cygnas. He gave 2 Cygnas. Say, Ark eats gnome poo-poo.
Slanderous. I consume no gnome products whatsoever. That's someone else entirely.
Right? I don't know anybody who eats gnome poo-poo. Jordan of Shadow Lightning gave 50 Cygnas. Say, for my Dark Lord, I can't seem to send the message I want. Probably because YouTube doesn't allow that kind of language, whatever you're thinking. Whatever you're trying to write.
Naturally.
Probably wouldn't.
Your feet.
Yeah, probably wouldn't let you send it.
If the elf's gnome stock have any access to her food or drink, then I guarantee you there's at least one person.
But that's 2 activations for me. So, die.
We deserve that, to be quite honest.
I'm going to the realm where Steve's stolen cork is going.
That's
What
right.
even?
Go find the thief's cork in the underworld. I thank you again, Draco, for the rape tree face. I appreciate it. I'm gonna finish these real quick because I can't get a word in edgewise tonight. because everybody's on drugs. Apparently. 20 signas from Bill Stevens. My lord, in 71 days will be the Earth New Year. Am I required to find another attack dog to get the thief again? Smirks. Ooh, that's a salty comment, you evil son of a bitch. We'll see what she has to say to that when she comes back. Just remember, it's Bill Stevens who said that. Thief, not me. I was just reading what he wrote. Scruffy Knight gave a member comment to say, as a craftsman, wish Rapewood was in my portfolio. Now, I hear it's incredibly hard to work with. Sorry. I got one more. JTRW gave 10 sig to say, I'm better than Henry Cavill. I'm coal-powered and not solar-powered. I'm burning all night. I win. I have no idea what that means. I really don't. I had a whole plan for this show. I was going to open my package, and then I was going to torture my co-hosts. But it all fell apart. So, welcome to Side Quest, I suppose. I get used to it. Get used to it. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, that's all the super chats for now. So I'm guessing now that everybody's back to life, Arcturus will be reading the striplets.
I have them prepped. The first one. What?
I was just going to say, one can hope you can get to the Streamlabs.
I'm already there. Are you there? Are you almost there? Are you getting close?
Is your cork about
I'm
to pop?
already there.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, I guess I'll continue with it. And, you know, it's actually pretty easy to work with rapewood, but you have to preserve it quickly before it goes floppy.
This doesn't
The best thing
sound
about it,
like a Streamlabs.
no, it's not. Very well, moving on. Scruffy, remember you brought this upon yourself. Scruffy Knight donated 5 signals for efforts here to say this. I'd board the thief's panty boat.
My panty boat is good, thanks.
Is it a boat made out of panties? That doesn't seem like it'd work very well as a boat.
In fact,
that wouldn't have any buoyancy whatsoever. It would just sink.
Correct.
Just absorb all the water and just...
it would just sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Unless you were just strictly using them for the sails, like if you sewed 10,000 pairs of panties together to make a sail, maybe.
Listen.
Imagine this. There would be like the 7 seas. It'd be the 7 smells instead. Different smells of panty loins.
It is not a panty boat. It is called the Unmentionable, and it just so happens to be full of semen. All right?
Imagine, if you will, a sail that allows you to always smell fish even when your boat is beached.
But hang on, hold up. If you're close to the beach, you could smell the smell of fish regardless because you're close to the sea. Anyway.
Shush.
Now,
Don't think about it.
We're just going to move on. Scruffy Knight donated another 5 signals to say...
Salty coins and milk in the air. Is that better, Thief?
No, it's not. Carry on, Ark. For the first
Also,
time ever,
well,
I actually
yeah,
want to
but
hear
they
the
were-
sound of your voice.
Scruffy Knight donated 5 signals to say, what if we kissed under the rape tree?
Probably
What?
wouldn't last very long.
Why did we get under the rape tree?
Yes.
We're good.
I bet they're really pitching the woo tonight.
people,
Yeah.
there's far too much hatred for rape trees. Listen, rape trees are just like giving trees. They just give a little too much.
Yeah? What
Snag
exactly
on
do they
something,
give?
they might take a little too much back.
they
I feel
give
like the symbiosis of that relationship is not quite exactly symbiotic. If you catch my drift, would
they hand out psychological damage so that it keeps psychiatrists in business.
what psychiatrist have you ever met in all of the land. Oh God.
It's the
I didn't know we had
circle
those
of
here.
trauma.
I didn't know we had them here either. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you know, I'm talking about Earthrealm people.
They don't
Going to
have
need
grape trees
Yep.
in the Earth realm, though.
team signals. You
Ark's
say, wouldn't an unfortunately placed raping tree near nunnery also be a cherry popping tree?
Could be if it was a virgin that came by.
There's
Sure.
no guarantee that the nuns are virgins. I mean, it's not like they're born a nun. And if it's one of our churches, some of the nuns are anything but. We've got a few.
Well,
mysterious beauties.
yes, most priestesses of the different gods are virginal and chaste, except for the priestesses of the goddess of love and desire and sex.
Naturally.
Those ones practice a whole different form of religion.
They just do anal instead.
It's really quite amazing they have a dominant faith on Voth. Maybe one day. In any case, that's it for the Streamlabs. Although I'm not certain if I haven't missed one from last time. Did I ask you, Asteria, if you get smashed from drinking the blood of a drunkard?
Yes.
That
We did.
Okay,
that
good.
sounds
Then I
familiar.
definitely covered it.
I think I missed one from Gan a while back ago. Sorry about that, Gan. I'm not going to find it, though, and read it, so you're just going to have to do without.
Oh,
Look, if any of you feel that I missed something, please make sure that I cover it. I don't want to leave any of you out in the cold.
Well, in that,
I think you missed something. You should probably cover your face because no one likes to look at it. Like, full
I think Steve missed an IQ test.
the fuck is IQ?
The results came back negative.
Itchy quesadillas.
The fuck
Good.
is a quesadilla?
Itchy quest?
Itchy
You gotta
quest.
go on quest. Yeah, you gotta go on the itchy quest to make sure that you're not a fucking idiot.
Chat, can we like specifically create a rule where like someone dies for a really bad joke? Is that possible?
Yeah,
'Cause I feel
that-
like
People
this
know.
is a moment where this would apply.
I'm taking a health point from Alistair just from how bad her joke has been on my soul, or
But
what's
you're
left of it.
laughing. You're laughing at it. But you're laughing though.
If-
Come on.
Kitty laugh. if
You're
that's
standing
okay.
there and you're just fucking laughing.
It's like
I'm
one
not
of those. Okay,
laugh-
so you know,
I'm not laughing at your joke. I'm laughing at you.
Oh, you're laughing with me?
so okay, do you know like when the lame kid in the town
yeah.
square is chasing after the other kids who have stolen his, I don't know,
Goose.
stick because his goose. They stole his goose. He's chasing them, and for whatever reason he can't catch up because he's lame. He's got like a bum leg, and everyone's just laughing at him because it's so pathetic. That's what we're doing with you.
You know, gooses are fucking assholes, and they're
Oh,
almost.
jeez.
Oddly enough, Alistair, I'm glad you brought that up. They're also assholes in the Earth realm. Like, I think across all dimensions, geese are dicks. Oh.
That's okay.
The best goose is a roast goose.
I actually agree with Ark on this point.
That's why you gotta tell them your mama jokes, so you gotta roast them properly, and they'll be really submissive.
We have a extremely topical Streamlabs, and I kind of want to get to the other super chat as well. Not for reasons.
All right, knock it out.
Yeah, I'm not going to read that one. It's from JTRW, and I don't like him, so we're skipping it. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's activating Arc.
Well, I like him.
JTRW gave 25 cents to say, Arc, just Arc. You know, sometimes people should just listen to Arc. Kill them all and talk in great detail of the ravaging, raping forest. So that is Arcturus. Activation 1.
Can't believe you asked Arcturus for, like, you killed all of us just for a fucking history lesson.
Right?
Blah.
That's the lamest death I think I've ever had on this show.
No, you died in much lamer ways. But if you'll forgive me, JRW, you've given me a great opportunity, and I better get it in quickly because we know that we're not going to get a word in edgewise once they're live again. I could go in length about rape trees and rape forests. Suffice to say, I would happily throw every last one of the rest of them in the most feral one we could find. But I've got something else I really want to do if you're willing to indulge me. You see, I've acquired something for my collection. It is the pinnacle of my collection. It's cost me a bloody fortune just having tracked down and bringing back in one piece. Very coveted. I finally have secured for myself a magic mirror. It's a bit of a dick there. It just keeps mocking me for the first part. I think I've come up with a way to compensate for that. Go on, mirror. Introduce yourself. Yeah, go on. In any case, this stupid thing had been sitting in a throne room of some dead lord for so many years, I think it's gone more than a little bit senile. I'm pretty sure it's batshit insane. As a result, you won't be hearing it. What you see is what you get. I've affixed to it a rune of silencing. It doesn't seem to appreciate it. I'm hoping that since it's intelligent, and if it can regain any measure of its sanity, it might cooperate in the future, but probably not yet. It has some great uses, though. You see, whenever the thief gets time like this and they just start trying to shill crap for the rest of you, I can do that, but better, because while the soul trapped in this stupid thing is less than cooperative, it still has to do whatever I tell it to. So, well, that can result in some fun. Oh,
good luck with that. Oy.
It could be worse. It could be you, Poe. At least I can mute this.
I could mute Poe too. I just choose not to because he's funnier than all of us.
He's got like one line.
That's not true.
He's got like two lines.
He's got one line on side quests because he hates us. Go fuck yourself.
I'm thinking it might have something to do with his ability to invert your intestines if you cross him.
Yeah.
That's just a guess, of course.
Actually, I've changed, Arcturus. I've started peeling skin now. It's an art form, really.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least you're branching out. It's good not to let things go too stale.
Oh, that's totally
So
right.
you peel the skin. Oh, do you carve them like pumpkins like they do in the Earth Realm? They carve them like pumpkins. They get all the seeds out and they all the pumpkin guts and they carve them.
Only on Vithic and I. It's special.
But do you eat the seeds that are inside of humans and roast them and put cinnamon and salt on them? You eat them.
Seeds inside of humans?
No, I don't eat anything. What? I don't eat anything. I'm bones. I don't have a stomach.
Just saying that's what they do in the Earth Realm with pumpkins. They take the seed out. I wasn't sure if you did something
I know
similar
where this
to
is
humans.
going. Alistaria, you're a white girl and you want pumpkin spice. I'll send you some.
Maybe I should do the labs real quick.
I heard that snicker. You can't hide that snicker from me.
There's two white women on this show, I'll help you know.
Yeah, but only one of us actually looks like she drinks pumpkin spice.
Yeah, but okay, let's say hypothetically there was a Starbucks in the Earth Realm that you happened to, if you were, there was a kinship to another woman that looked exactly like you. Would she go and buy a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks?
No. She would go to an off-brand, non-chain, locally coffee house and buy an oat milk latte, most likely.
So she's a retarded hipster, is what you're saying, in the Earth Realm.
Or maybe
just
like
to be
an oat
contrarian.
milk chai latte. Not just to be contrarian, because that just happens to be her preference.
A very important, very relevant Streamlabs was word right this moment from Weird Philosopher who donated 3 Signas to say this. Or rather ask, what's the difference between a girl's argument and a knife?
What is the difference, Arcturus?
A knife has a point.
I'll show you a fucking point.
I laughed because it's so It was right in front of me, but I was thinking way more complex answers than it has a point.
A knight has actually a deep psychological vision of the human condition and actually writes, deep introspectual thoughts of humans and why we interact with each other the way we do and what would cause us to be currently in a situation that would be nothing but abusive relationship with the people surrounding us, and how it actually causes a really fucked up situation like this because you grew up in a poor household around piece of shit men and women that don't teach you any morals in life. And so this is conjured up, you being insecure deeply and hanging out with really abusive people all day.
Are we talking about Magog?
The fuck are you on about?
I just checked back into the conversation. What did I miss? Actually, no, I don't care. Can we read the next Streamlab or super chat, because it is very important to the quality of this stream? I assure you.
No, the next stream or super chat is from Bill Stevens, and I don't like him, so we're skipping it. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's activating the.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. You can't just say that you don't like any of our viewers who donate.
Yes, I can. This is my show. Have you forgotten that? It's mine. I created it, and I can do what I want.
Have you considered that without us, the actual talent, the actual talent, this wouldn't be much of a show?
I think he just wants to do like a psychological manipulation where he wants like the viewers to donate him as by cussing him out.
Yeah. That
you know what?
Psychology at play.
Out of spite, I'm using my second attack. Fuck all of you. Did it not play? There we go. Anyway, that was my final attack, and I am alone, finally. Please, I'll read it now that she's dead. No, I'll wait, Bill. I'll wait, because I read your first one from a while back ago. I read your first one from when they were dead. So I will wait and read that when they've returned. I owe you that much. I promised. Anyway, I don't think my plan, right, is going to work. I had a whole plan tonight, and it's shot to shit, and now we only have like a little while left for the show, so might as well just keep rolling with this insanity and try to tackle my plan on the next one, if we can. What the hell is going on? There's like a floating face laughing at me and screaming, and yeah, they're so fucked up. I don't like Arcturus's new toy. I hate it. Bernie B just became a quester. Welcome, side quester Bernie B. Thank you for your membership, and I hope you find the link to the Discord if you'd like to join on some stuff. Go look at the community tab. There is a members only posting in the community tab on the channel, the Wicked Guild channel. And hopefully we can also get back to doing some members only stuff once we catch up with some things going on. I'm sure you can figure it all out. There's some things going on behind the scenes I don't want to get into tonight, but you all know that work is being done right now. All right, Necro Nook is getting a remodel. All right, so just bear with me. Bear with me. And they're back. They have returned to life, and I will now read Bill Stevens' message, which is 25 signals to say, "Thief, just thief. Please explain how I should train the dogs this next coming Earth New Year's. Kill the rest of them and explain in detail."
Oh, okay, cool. So all done.
Yep, we're all going to sleepy again.
Excellent.
Well, again, I just got back up.
Yep. Good night. Anyway. So, chat. before I get into what it is that Bill Stevens asked me to articulate about, I would just like to say that I can't believe that Magog is once again, in the process of remodeling the Necronook. This is like the third time that he's done it in the past year and a half, to my recollection. It's probably not the best recollection, but still. You're dead. Stay dead. Anyway, he remodels more often than certain TikTokers that I have seen in my perusal of the earthen social media. So I will just leave it at that, all right? Magog, you're secretly a woman. Anyway, moving on to what Bill Stevens had to ask me about dog training. The best way that I have found in order to train really any kind of person into doing your bidding, any kind of person, creature, thing, what have you, is to give them some sort of incentive to look forward to when it is that you are getting them to do the thing that you want. So what I mean by this is you tell them to do something, like a dog to sit, and you give them a treat once they do it. Now, that's not the only thing, too. In order to get them to do exactly what you want, whenever you want, and be comfortable with you manipulating them, you also have to desensitize them to a lot of the stimuli that people and creatures typically aren't super desensitized to. So what I mean by this is, pretend you have a dog, and they're eating, and they get very territorial about their food. So, in essence, what you're supposed to do when they're young is disturb that by feeding them in your hand. That way they know, hey, they don't get fed unless it's by the alpha. So how does this apply to humans or other more sentient, cognizant beings? Well, effectively, what you're supposed to do is belittle them excessively, but reward them not so excessively. And so what that looks like is essentially every time I insult Arcturus, it's so that he feels like he needs my affirmation more and more. So he does whatever it is that I say that he should do in order to get that information or strive for that. Not that he'll ever receive it, but he's constantly wanting for it.
What? What?
Arcturus, bite her in the face.
That's my job. I'll have you know.
Speaking of...
It's not my good side, all right?
Speaking of aspire biting people, we've got some streamlabs to catch up on. BGC veteran. BGC veteran? Close enough. Donated $1 to compel this message. Come on, people. You've burned Thief Stern enough for one day. If you continue, the stern of the imaginable will end up no longer be seaworthy. No need to get the big bone arsonist involved.
Big boned arsonist.
Who's the big boned arsonist?
Big bone arsonist.
Who's the big boned arsonist?
It's
me.
Bone.
No, it's Pentagast. That's right.
Not big bone, big
that can feel like
You're not a big bone arsonist. You're a skinny queen arsonist.
He didn't say boned. He said beaked.
Did he?
Beak bone arsonist.
Yeah.
No, you should get the big bone arsonist.
Beaked boned arsonist. It's not BGZ Veton's fault. It's Arcturus, because I can never understand what he's saying.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, what's your diet to be so skinny?
Murder.
That's fair. All right.
That is very thinning.
Yeah.
So if they shred a few pounds, you took that literally, right?
Shed a few layers of skin and more like.
Brian donated 15 signals to say, the Aspire wants to get a hold of your members area.
Oh.
I just want to put a corkscrew up her pussy and shake her like a champagne bottle. What's wrong with that?
Why is that the visual that you are stuck on? Like, who hurt you? What happened before we came on the air? I must know.
She hurt herself. That's the thing. It's Alistaria is just a seething mass of self-harm. Like,
right?
with huge tits, just a seething mass of self-harm and huge
and
tits.
coping
That's all.
and seething and pissing and shitting and crying all at the same time.
That's
Yeah,
rough. That's a mess. You should
Yeah,
probably clean that
it
up.
would be a mess. Yeah.
that's how I orgasm. What?
Sitting and shitting and crying.
Every
fucking
time.
orifice just goes off the roofs. Pops off.
It even comes out my ears. What? I don't know what
We
you're
are
talking
high
about.
fantasy, but we are low comedy. Let's get that straight.
The bar was set low a long time ago.
That should be our slogan. Oh my god, we should put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, side quest. The bar was set low long
Oh
time
no,
ago.
I was talking about the thing that I
Roof,
said.
Nikki.
Because it was
Nobody
really-
cares what you say.
We just need a hyper-realistic drawing of the
Yes.
thief's pussy and just have a corkscrew stuff inside of it. That's what we need to sell for merch.
All right, if she brings up corkscrew one more time, I want her to lose a life point.
Well, it keeps changing. First, she was fascinated by the actual cork. Now she's talking about a corkscrew, which is a completely different thing.
Oh,
Right, exactly. That's what I said. It's a completely different thing. It does a completely
Oh.
different thing. Why are we shoving both up my vagina?
because sometimes, it gets stuck up there, so you need to, just screw it open after you get the corkscrew in there.
So
Sometimes they're tough.
anyway, -1 life point right
You
there.
just hear, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky,
There you go.
and a pop.
I'm so done. Can we quit early tonight? Are we ready to clock out? Is there a rule? There's rules in the Earth realm. We can do it here too. Where you're if you're within 10 minutes, it still counts as an hour.
Does it? Does it though? Does it really?
I don't think we get out of this that easily. Or at least
No.
we don't,
No.
and if we don't, then neither do you.
Yeah, we don't. You don't. Chat doesn't. We're all here for a long time. Not a good time.
Yeah, my plan tonight was to torment, since we had a full crew. I was going to torment you by finishing off Picture This, because it needs to be done. These things have been sitting for a while now, but it all fell apart because of you people.
Are you backed up on Picture This? Are they clogged up? Are they festering?
What do
Is
you
pressure
mean?
building?
You.
Well, at some
mean-
point, will Picture This just come gushing forth?
Okay, not you two. No
Stop
more
looking at
gushing.
me.
If we're gonna bring up gushing, we're gonna have to talk about Alistiria's blood-sucking problem. I think it's getting a little bit out of hand.
I needed to survive.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
is that
that's entirely
you're an
unacceptable.
addict.
We knock that off right now.
I think we should have
Stop
an
surviving.
intervention. Anyway,
You're
Alistaria,
gaslighting me.
you are way too addicted to this blood stuff. I really think that you need to dial it back because it makes you into this raving, biting bitch. It's just it's horrifying to watch, honestly, when you just go.
I think this is gaslighting quest right here. I think
Listen,
I'm being
Alistaria.
manipulated. It's something
Have
I'm
you
not.
considered going vegan?
Yeah.
Vegan?
Vegan.
Have you considered
Vegan.
alternative?
What's a
Blood?
vegan?
It's a person from the
Okay.
planet Vega.
Well, I assume this is
Am I
where you're just
alien
drinking blood
now?
of plants. You should drink plant blood.
Plants don't
Into
have
a
blood.
juicer.
They just have weird, gross stuff.
I hate that this show. I have no control anymore. I remember a time when I had more control over the people who joined me on this adventure. I could have sworn there was a time when people had more respect for me as a host and a creator. But now I've just I got nothing. I've lost control. The slip and slides are out of control.
Oh no.
Are you objectifying me?
Absolutely.
I lipid slide? Is that what you called me? I am so much more than
I know,
just
stop
something you
talking
throw
about
your
me.
wet noodle down.
I don't think I could get any drier.
What?
I am more than a child's cheap summer toy, I'll have you know.
Listen, this show's all completely gone to shit for me on my end. I had a plan. I was going to torment you. Instead, you all ended up tormenting me.
I love how we just flip that around on you.
Just fucked me in the ear hole
yep,
all night.
the whole night.
Just
I'm
Give you a wet
quite
willy.
our Arcturus has got some fucking mirror behind him. The Alistaria's over there obsessed with corks and screws and more corks. And the thief is the thief.
Beautiful, radiant, lovely as always.
Full of corks.
Your favorite
and
co-host of
holes.
all your co-hosts.
Tonight's thumbnail is going to be a clam with corks in it. Because of you two.
I had no part in this. I tried
think-
to redirect. I would just like to make that known. It had nothing to do with me. Yes, I was the subject with which it was assaulted by, but it was not willingly. I did not consent. I had no part.
I wanted you to experience your cherry being popped again because yours is stolen by somebody. And I just thought maybe a cork would be better. And if it happens to get stuck while you're trying to pop your cherry, then the corkscrew would go up the badge hole. And then it'd just be a pop.
Another one. Another life point. That's another life point.
Hey,
She's on her last life point.
Bill Stevens just gave 25 signals, say, the sweet Allie, only Allie, smirks. Can you tell the audience about the time you embarrassed Pink and... What?
You embraced
Pink and Patels? Take your time. Pink
What's
and
a patel?
Pink and does he mean petals?
Pastels?
Pastels? I don't know what he's...
Pastels.
Oh, pastels. Okay, he's correcting himself in the chat. Okay, so yeah, embraced pink and pastels. It won't stop moving on me, so I mispronounced like 3 words. But yeah, pink and pastels. So you have to talk about pink and pastels while we all die. Thank you.
I don't like what this mirror is doing either, for the record. It's really starting to creep me out.
Oh, that's
Well,
that's
good job.
insane.
You get to die.
fucky wucky.
Is that supposed to look like me?
A terrible rendition of you.
It doesn't have the right color hair anymore. So pink and pastels. Well, kind of remind me of spring. I don't know why the fuck you're bringing up spring. It's supposed to be like fall season. So like orange and brown and yellow and red and black. It's more in color this season. I like the color black because it's dark, just like my soul. But I've been more akin to red, probably because I associate with food. I must say, ever since I became a vampire, you know that disgusting, like, irony taste blood normally puts in your mouth when you drink it? It's actually been different flavors of it. And you know how there's, like, a rumor that men can, like, drink a bunch of, like, pineapple juice, right? And it makes their cum taste differently? I swear blood tastes differently now. There's different flavors of people. I actually had a guy, and he tasted like orange juice the other day. It wasn't his cum. It was just his blood. Just tasted kind of like orange juice. There's also a woman who was like grape flavored. There was this one person that tasted kind of spicy, like a nice like almost paprika taste to it. I don't know. Depending on what you guys eat is depending on how different your blood tastes. Maybe it's genetics. I don't know. I'm in for a surprise every time. One person who tasted kind of like chocolate. Just become a vampire. Everything just like a nice little. Imagine if you had a nice drink. You didn't know what flavor it was going to be, and you just pop it open and just drink out of it. It's a surprise every time.
What's the
So what does
worst
McDog
human-
taste like? I assume you know.
What's the worst flavor I've had?
McGog?
So there's one time they tasted kind of like celery, and I was like, ugh, celery.
Celery doesn't have a
Ooh,
taste.
That is foul.
It's got like this tangy, like.
Pomegranate. Have you ever
Paper.
eaten somebody?
Paper and sadness.
Have you ever Hold on. Lestat with boobs. Have you ever drank the blood of someone who tasted like pomegranate?
Not yet. Should I?
I don't know. I saw that word from the Earth Realm and wanted to use it in a joke, and it failed utterly. I'm going to take a health point for myself.
Herbs.
I don't even know how that could have been
I
funny.
want to ask you how my day is going to while you're at it with this casual conversation, how the weather's like.
I passed the ball to her, and she just let it go right over her head.
Knives have a point.
Anyway, yes, Ark. What do you want to say to the people, Ark?
Donated 20 signas to deliver the following message. Magog had a cunning plan. Then the show started.
Yep.
Yep. Sounds about right.
I am just tonight has been a dick punch for me. Everything I had planned.
Like an
And it's
actual
not
dick
done
punch?
yet.
Like-
Did you see that and then threw a buck into this? Signa, sorry. There are
Fe-
2 cents. Times 50.
Okay.
Dear Magog is running out of copium. He had everything planned, and it went beneath the waves of insanity, discussing anatomically impossible things. I effing love this community. Had this been Earthrealm Titanic, it would have never left the port.
Yes, that's a very good point. Yeah, tonight has felt like Alistaria pushed a cork in my pee hole and dick punched me. So there's that.
She could
And it
probably make
makes
it
you
happen
super
if you ask
horny.
nicely.
Luckily, that's
Weirdly
my kink.
satisfied.
Luckily,
Do you want me to shake you up like a bottle and make you?
Anyway, that's
really-
another life point.
I'm a genie in a bottle. So pop the cork out of my pee hole.
Are you gonna grant me
Why-
3
why-
wishes
why
at
did
least?
That
that
if I do
almost
that?
got you. Don't hold back
No,
the laughter,
no,
thief.
it
You know
got
you
it
wanted to
done.
laugh.
No, that was a pity laugh.
No, that was me. Oh, wait. That was her. Yeah, it was totally the thief.
Actually,
was
no, it was
me.
Arcturus. He admitted it.
You people have a bad habit of holding back your laughter, and then I can't take health points away because you're trying to win.
Yes.
You're trying.
Yes.
You're trying to win the game of side quest. It
Yes.
sucks. Be free.
That-
Wait, there's a game. We're playing a game this whole time.
Yeah, the game
Yes.
is whoever dies the most dies.
Losers.
It's gay.
Whoever dies the most on a side quest gets a bag of corks sent to them into their po box.
That's another
See,
health
I'm
point
not-
from you.
That's simply not true. I'm not trying to win. I'm already here. I know I lost.
This is a flea market of bad comedy. It's just we're the Earthrealm Internet's version of Hummel figures.
I don't even understand that
Hubble
reference.
figures.
I'll take another. Since you guys don't. Somebody laughed. Somebody out there that was 60 years old just laughed. I guarantee you.
It was
Come out there.
it was
Explain to us.
Alistaria. Alistaria laughing. It's all her fault.
Someone who's on their deathbed, retirement, wishing Guy would just smite them every day, understood his grandpa joke.
Sometimes my
Now
comedy.
is your age.
Sometimes my comedy is so transcendent that it's only understood by Alzheimer's patients who are about to bite the big one.
Call you Grampy Magog.
just wow. Okay. Great Grampy Magog here. Good. You know what? We're ending the show now because I gotta go watch my stories and and go to bed early.
Don't forget
I
to
now-
take your meds.
Because of this show, I now know why chickens wake up every morning and just scream.